So B says to work with your team to simplify the expressions on the expression comparison map while carefully recording your work for each step on your paper with symbols. So we're going to do legal moves one at a time, and as we do each of those legal moves, we're going to write down what is left afterwards. We'll then see whether or not we can tell which side's greater and why or why not. So we're going to go back to our CPM tiles here. So we're going to start with doing legal moves. Now, how you do legal moves, really the order that you do them does not matter. I tend to do them in a certain way just so that I make sure that I don't forget any. But absolutely, as we did this problem in class, I had about 3 or 4 different methods that students used to be able to simplify the maths. So I'm going to start with right here. I see a 0 pair, and a 0 pair are 2 opposites that are added together on the same side. So that is one legal move, and now I'm going to write what is left. I see 2 x's on mat A with 2 positive 1s. Come on now. So I have 2x plus 2. And for mat B, again, I'm just writing it right underneath. I do not have, we didn't change anything. So I'm going to just rewrite it. But again, you'll see in just a moment, it still is x plus 5. So now we're going to start moving. We need to move on to the next legal step that you can do. I'm going to start removing balance sets from both sides. They have to be the same shape, same shade, same quantity. So I'm going to get rid of 2 positive 1s on mat A, which means I also have to get rid of 2 positive 1s on mat B to keep that relationship between mat A and mat B the same. So I'm left with on mat A 2x, and on mat B 5 plus 3 is what I'm seeing. Excuse me, x plus 3. So we had 2x left on mat A, and x plus 3 is what's left on mat B. So now we're going to go back to our mat, and we're going to make another legal move. I can remove an x from both sides. Again, balance sets. They just have to be the same shape, same shade for both sides. And when I do that, I have now left on mat A x and 3 on mat B. So going back to our problem right here, the other part of Bravo asks us, can you tell which side is greater? Why or why not? So can I tell if mat A is larger or mat B is larger? Some students will say because X is a bigger tile that it's larger. Some students think that because we have 3 tiles over here, 3 is larger. But really we don't know. It all depends on the value of X. Once we know what X is equal to, then we can determine which side is larger. So we cannot see which side is larger. Depends on X. Whatever the value of X is going to be the one that makes it, that we'll be able to tell. So going back here for Charlie, it says, with your team, find at least 4 values for X that would make the expression on Maria's side, mat A, greater than the expression on Garth's side, mat B. So again, what could X be that would make mat A larger than mat B? What would make Maria a winner over here and make Garth the loser, right? We want to make it so that this one has the bigger value. Go ahead and write that down on your notebook right here. So some of the things that students have said has been, if X has a value of 20, if X is 20, 20 is absolutely larger than 3. I had some students who would say 4. If x is equal to 4, 4 is absolutely larger than 3. I've had some students say if x was equal to 5, absolutely if x is equal to 5, 3 is definitely less than that, and so that would make mat A larger. And also some students would say 4 and 1/10. If x is equal to 4 and 1/10, or 4.5, or anything with a decimal or a fraction behind that, absolutely that would be true. Or even 3 and 1/10 would make it larger. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have written down, like this. So all of those, absolutely it is true. It would make mat A larger than mat B, which is the one that Maria has. So that would make Maria a winner and Garth not. So looking at delta for this problem, looking back at delta right here, it says any value for x that makes mat A greater than mat B is a solution to the inequality 2x plus 3 plus the opposite of 1 is greater than x plus 5. So all those numbers you just found in C makes this true. You have figured out this inequality using the algebra tiles in your legal steps. So again, 2x plus 3 plus the opposite of 1 is greater than x plus 5.